library grant that's available to municipalities to defray the cost as a reimbursement for library renovation and brand new libraries. That library grant application came out last Monday and has a very short timeline window to respond. The response is due by April 6th. Within that timeline, any grant applicants need to have a detailed narrative, detailed building plans, include multi-purpose space to incorporate activities beyond just library activities, have financing in place, and illustrate a comparison of what we have today currently with our existing library facility and how that changes with the new facility and how it impacts our community for the betterment of our community overall. We formed an ad hoc committee last year to address the issues moving forward, knowing this was coming about with the library grant. We've had the architect, Anthony Iavino, put forth draft plans for the library, currently as a two-story model. He has put the model together, he's got the plans. And it would incorporate all the library activity, technology, community center, and art center space. The size is approximately between 10 and 11,000 square feet. And the cost he projected is what is predicated to bring up the bond issue number. Now that overall number, if I just round off the numbers, say $6 million, is the total cost of site work, all the construction, furniture, as well as any technology that's put into the building. That cost has to be bonded for the grant application, so the entire cost. The way the grant works, it's a reimbursement grant. The cost that the architect projected on the conservative side is $450 a square foot, which is a lot of money per square foot to build. That's because it has to be built under the prevailing wage, since it's funded by the state and we're a municipality. That's a requirement to use the prevailing wage, so that raises the cost of construction overall. So his estimate is at $450 a square foot. The state library grant will reimburse up to $250 a square foot for the half. So if the cost of construction is $500 a square foot, the state library grant on new construction can go up as high as $250 a square foot as a reimbursement. So the reason for moving the bond forward is to make sure we have all of our ducks lined up for the application that's due April 6th. And since the bond takes 2 readings to get in place, the plans are being worked, the narrative has been worked on, and we're looking to button up a lot of the details. And there's a lot of details with who attends the library, how much circulation we have. We have to have measurements on all of the existing library shelving and everything else as a comparison to the new. So all that work has to be done. We have the ad hoc working on that as well as others, and then professionals like our architect. So the bond is the key component, as well as the design, obviously, of the building, and having everything together. And we want to have the best possible grant application to afford our community the maximum amount we can get. So if we only come in at $450 a square foot, the most we would get is $225 a square foot in total. But you have to bond the full amount. The grant is a reimbursement that would come in, and then the existing library and art center would be used for redevelopment in the town. So that likelihood is they would be sold for redevelopment, and then we would have that also to reimburse for the bond. Now the way the bond typically works is during the construction process, as you do the work, you'd have bond notes, and you pay for the construction with notes. At the end of the construction, during that construction process, the way the grant application works, you'd get grant money. So the grant money would filter in. It would take time to sell the 2 properties at the circle. That would pay down the notes, and the final remaining debt for a bond would be the difference, reduced by any other gifts, donations, and other fundraising that's going to be done, because there's a plan to do major fundraising throughout the community as well. We have our library group working on fundraising, as well as our art center group working on targeting fundraising.